Hey folks, today I'm here to tell you about an exciting new venture that has been hatched by Utah Sasquatch, otherwise known as Rio. He's asked me to team up with him and others in putting forward this opportunity to get out there in nature, to not worry about the Bigfoot research community, which often feels like a viper pit of competing agendas and egos, but to just simply put that aside and get out there and look around in your area and find signs of Sasquatch, because chances are that if you look in the right places, you will find these signs. And then just post your results in video form in the group, Project Go and See. It couldn't be simpler. And here's another important thing. There will be no ratings or comments or judgment to worry about. This, I think, is keeping a lot of people from participating in the search for greater knowledge about the distribution and the behavior and the ways of this species. When you post your video and then link it in our group, disable the ratings on YouTube and disable comments. It'll simply be your window into your own local backyard situation. This enterprise will probably start slowly, but quickly gain momentum as more and more people realize that this is a safe space to share your explorations of nature without fear of negative response. We want you to feel extremely comfortable in just going out of your house into the woods and looking around, and then share. It's just about sharing. Just think about it. This species has had thousands of years to spread out throughout North America, not to mention the rest of the world, where there is good habitat, cover by forest, water, food, and the ability to choose distance from human beings when that suits their needs. So it stands to reason that over this great length of time that we can assume they've had, they would have filled up all the appropriate and easily livable habitat. So just head on over to Google Earth and find the nearest areas to you that have an abundant water source, because this is good both for their drinking needs and for the hunting of game that also drinks at these sources, and adjacent territory where human beings do not typically go, off of usual trails, not too close to roads, and preferably of a different elevation. Usually it's higher elevation, sometimes it's valleys or ravines, a different elevation from what our civilizations have felt comfortable capitalizing on. I don't go here anymore, and the reason I am releasing the location is that it would be a great place for anybody to go. I've had encounters right around here. I've recorded many wood knocks and found great structures and tracks. But once you understand the widespread distribution of this species and the consistency of their behavior, you too can find your way to locations that will provide you with the very same experiences and evidence that I've found here. So there's going to be less and less reason for us all to protect our research areas. The more regular folks take up the challenge and go out and simply come upon surprising yet surprisingly common signs in their own backyard. Of course, this is not to say that they will be around, but that this habitat is probably part of their range through whatever cycle of movement they engage in during any given year. And they will almost definitely have left behind some of their telltale handiwork, which we are all learning to identify as students of this species. Eventually, we hope and we expect that we'll be able to create an interactive map of North America and eventually other parts of the world, where we can have pins or something like that that one can click on, and videos taken in these locations will come up. And the more we all get to see just how consistent Sasquatch signs are, tracks, yes, but also stick and tree structures, the more everybody is going to want to jump on this bandwagon and go find their own examples of the same thing. Most of the time you won't have an encounter, either a sighting or hearing vocals or tree knocks, but a lot of the time you may, and it's going to be completely exciting. This whole thing is about action, about getting out there and being part of nature and not sitting back in the traditional Bigfoot research mode of just kind of being on the internet and going to different groups and forums and kind of just spinning reactions and ideas and theories, but instead laying aside all your preconceived categories of understanding and ideological angles of vision and just seeing what's there. There's a distinction in science between the inductive method, where you take in data and only gradually assemble a kind of an overarching vision or theory about what it all means, versus the deductive method, where you start from an idea of what the phenomena that you're interested in mean, and then you seek data and evidence to fill in that idea. We here at Project Go and See are all about the first kind of method, the inductive method. Don't worry about what any of it means. Just go out and see what you can find and then share it with us. And our group is going to explode. It's going to mushroom. Within a few months, I expect that we will have a map set up where viewers can click and watch very similar findings emerging from different parts of the continent of North America and other places in the world. And who knows, within a couple of years, North America may look like this. Anyway, it's going to be a thrilling ride, and I want to invite all of you out there to jump on board. See you in the group. Go and join up. Thank you.